Where is Gala headed? That is the question I'll be addressing in today's video. Welcome back to Bearman Crypto, where we talk all things crypto. So in recent days, Gala have released a few roadmaps, and it has given a bit of guidance in terms of what Gala are planning to do over the next couple of quarters. I'm going to take you through a few of those roadmaps and then take a look at the current price action and just give my view in terms of where I see the price going again in the short term, really looking at the next 6 weeks. And then obviously I'm long-term bullish on Gala, so obviously I believe this is headed for well over $1. Obviously, who knows? They could go even higher than that. $2, $3, $4, $5, who knows? But I'm just sharing with you my thoughts and just what I'm doing and what I'm looking at. So just on the GALA Games Twitter page. So last week there was a few announcements, and GALA basically released a few roadmaps which have given people an idea in terms of, with the recent acquisition of Ember Entertainment, what they're planning to do with those specific acquisitions, what can we expect over the next couple of quarters. So the first roadmap they basically released was this one around Meow Match. Meow Match is one of the games that was on Ember Entertainment, and basically this is the roadmap. It's very high level, and it's quite good because it makes it easy to read, and you can literally look at it step 1, step 2, step 3, and so forth. So obviously in Q1 these are the 3 steps that they plan to follow through in terms of onboarding Meow Match onto the Gala platform. You've got the cat NFTs that they're looking to add utility to, which is why there's probably been a bit of a big drive in terms of people starting to play the game in the hope of getting themselves this cat NFT, and then they will obviously transform all the play, all the earned in-game cats into claimable NFTs. And then the plan for Q2 is to start to build utility into the cat NFTs, and a couple of other things that you can see here. So it gives a nice clear picture in terms of what they're planning to do. And that was off the back of people asking, so what is specifically, are they changing their strategy specifically with Gala? But what you'll be able to see from all this is they're looking for ways to drive essentially mass adoption. They almost want people to be using the Gala chain without actually knowing that they're playing a blockchain game, which I think is pretty cool. And if we have a look at here, their next announcement was specifically around another game, Dragon Strike, where they basically released the roadmap for that one. And if we have a look here, again, very simple. Basically in Q1 link the game to the Gala accounts, and then step 2 is mint the heroes for minting scrolls, and then in Q2 start the play to earn events and so forth. So again, very simplistic, but it gives people a good overview in terms of what they're planning to do. And what else did they cover? They also released another roadmap, specifically again Gala, which I think is pretty forward thinking, starting to release what they're planning to do from a customer perspective. So they're introducing a new ticketing system which will help resolve any sort of queries that people are experiencing, and dealing with queries that people might raise in using the chain, or anything to do with Gala itself and Gala music or Gala film or Gala games. So I think it's pretty good that they're still thinking about their customer in all of this. And then really the last one that I want to touch upon, which I think people underestimate how big an announcement this was. So basically they released in their Discord this announcement to say that the roadmap that they're going to share was for Townstar. And obviously they've been working very hard specifically on Townstar for a while. Things have been paused on Townstar while they work out the tokenomics and so forth, and just the whole play to earn mechanism. And obviously there was other announcements last week where they said basically Townstar is the coin town was being replaced by Gala again, which was in itself a big announcement. But then obviously they then released this to say some exciting news that they were going to be basically Townstar was going to be playable on mobile. And that is a big statement to say that Townstar is moving to mobile. It was originally designed just to be desktop, but now obviously moving to mobile makes it very much catered to mass adoption in the sense that people can just play it on their phone. And again, it goes back to trying to generate this increased basically drive to use their games and making it easily accessible. So I think that's a big change in the current GALA Games strategy, where all their games were purely used to be just desktop. Now there's obviously this pivot in strategy and interest in mobile gaming. Obviously with their acquisition of Ember Entertainment, and this now drive to start to push some of their existing games that were in development onto mobile, which I think again will increase their user base considerably. And again for Townstar, they released their specific roadmap in terms of what their next plan is for the next 2 quarters. There's in terms of Q1, there's the Gyri integration playtest, and they've got a beta release of Townstar, as well as turning town earnings. That is specifically relating to where they're going to start replacing town with Gala tokens. And then there's other actions planned for Q2. So I think we can expect to see that mobile app. I think it's already available, but I think there's further development yet to take place in basically Q2. So these are all the things that are, that they're doing. And from a price perspective, we can see that the price is held up pretty well, actually. Even today, as things were going a bit sideways, Gala is up in the last 24 hours, 13%, which is absolutely fantastic. And if we look at price action on TradingView, we can see that starting to zoom out a bit further to look for the next levels of resistance. We can see here we've now crossed over. So just basically going back, looking at a time frame going back to May 2022. Basically, we can see we are now crossing above this 236 on the fib retracement. If we can hold out and close above that, we can start to look a bit higher. I think around 6 cents is a key level of resistance. If we can basically cross this line, which is just around, about 6-7 cents. If we can close above that, I think we should see Gala potentially pump above 10%. So this is 10 cents, sorry. So this is the next area of interest that I'll be looking at. If we can close above, I would call it 6.5 cents, then we're going to be going up. But that is obviously all dependent on where the overall market is going. But I think in the next six or so weeks, we can expect to see probably a 10-cent Gala. That is kind of where I'm looking at it at the moment. And if we have a look at the stochastic RSI just to finish off, we can see during this extended time frame that I'm looking at, we are basically in the oversold section. Over the last 8 or so months we've been oversold. So we can probably, hopefully, if this starts to turn up to the upside, that will cement the fact that we are going up, and we could potentially see Gala above 10 cents. If you've enjoyed that content, please make sure you like this video, and I'll keep bringing you more Gala videos. But that's all I got for you, and I'll see you in my next video.